sirloin, topside, and rump. 3 of the joints you'll find in Findus sliced braised beef. Together with gravy made from the meat's natural juices, a bit of thickening, and its own stock. You see, we want a lot more of you to try Findus sliced braised beef, so we make sure both our beef and our gravy are as good as your Sunday joint. And you can taste the difference. Sirloin, topside, and rump. 3 of the joints you'll find in Findus sliced beef. Together with gravy made from the meat's natural juices, a bit of thickening, and its own stock. You see, we want a lot more of you to try Findus boil-in-a-bag sliced beef. So we make sure both our beef and our gravy are as good as your Sunday joint. And you can taste the difference.
Cross and black or baked beans coming up. That's right. Use your spoon, then you don't miss a drop of that gorgeous tomato-full sauce. Like them? Yes, it's the sauce that makes Cross and Blackwell new recipe baked beans so different from all the rest. Don't scrape the pattern off the plate. You can have some more. But leave some for Daddy. He loves them too, you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, Cross and Blackwell spaghetti rings. Look, a new spaghetti. Tiny, tasty little rings in a rich tomato sauce. Spaghetti rings, the easy-to-eat spaghetti. Any folk will tell you that. Spaghetti rings are new, made by Cross and Blackwell. Go to your shop and keep your ears open.
Baker pie with Marguerite Patten, Britain's first lady of cookery.
Lovely, isn't it? Hello. Pickerings have asked me to demonstrate their new fruit pie fillings. They are delicious. And goodness, the time I've saved preparing these pies. Imagine a homemade cherry pie at this time of the year, and so easy with Pickerings. Once the pastry is mixed, you simply tip out the pie filling. No peeling, no removing stones or stalks. When covered with pastry, into the oven. Let's look at the blackberry and apple pie I popped in the oven 30 minutes ago. Perfect. Pickerings have discovered the secret of blending so the filling won't boil out. See how beautifully crisp and firm the pastry bakes. I take my hat off to Pickering's fruit pie fillings.
Cherry, apple, bilberry, blackcurrant, apple and blackberry. Fresh fruit goodness ready for the pastry. Try some tomorrow.
If you want the pick of the fruit crop, pick Pickering's fruit pie fillings. Fresh fruit goodness all ready for your pastry. Just look at this gorgeous Bramley apple. If you want to make perfect real fruit pies like these, pick any of Pickering's many varieties. More housewives pick Pickering's than any other fruit pie filling.
Pick Pickering's.
For the pick of blackberry and apple, pick Pickering's fruit pie fillings. Pick Pickering's.
Come cooperative shopping for a taste of Australian sunshine. Take your pick of the finest foods from down under, all deliciously rich in sunshine goodness. And how about these down under prices? Wheat sheaf Australian peaches only 1 and 6pence halfpenny and 2 and 5. And wheat sheaf rice pudding only 10pence halfpenny, with many more wonderful bargains. Your co-op shop is full of Australian sunshine, so come cooperative. Come cooperative shopping for a taste of Australian sunshine. Take your pick of the finest foods from down under. Come cooperative shopping for a taste of Australian sunshine. Take your pick of the finest foods from down under, all deliciously rich in sunshine goodness. And how about these down under prices? Wheat sheaf Australian peaches only 1 and 6pence halfpenny and 2 and 5. And wheat sheaf rice pudding only 10pence halfpenny, with many more wonderful bargains. Your co-op shop is full of Australian sunshine, so come cooperative shopping and save.
Fry an egg and add the taste of
Heinz Spaghetti.
Slice a pie and add the taste of
Heinz Spaghetti.
Fry some chips and add the taste of
Heinz Spaghetti. Heinz Spaghetti makes a meal taste great.
sausages,
With Heinz Spaghetti.
shepherd's pie,
With Heinz Spaghetti.
luncheon meat,
With Heinz Spaghetti.
slice of toast.
With Heinz Spaghetti. Heinz Spaghetti makes a meal taste great.
Take Quaker Quick Macaroni, take Wall's pork sausages, and in 25 minutes, macaroni sausage sizzle, real man-sized meal. Quick to serve, quick to satisfy their appetite. So tasty, so nourishing, so good to come home to. Tomorrow, treat your family to delicious macaroni sausage sizzle, made with Wall's pork sausages and Quaker Quick Macaroni. You'll find this and other exciting recipes on the Quaker pack.
The Golden Wonder Crisp Men have come to town to give away thousands of pounds. You'll be delighted when they call, like these lucky ladies. Here's Mrs. Box. She had her Golden Wonder Crisps ready when we called, so... The Golden Wonder Crisp Men have come to town to give away thousands of pounds. You'll be delighted when they call, like these lucky ladies. Here's Mrs. Box. She had her Golden Wonder crisps ready when we called, so £5 for her. Another Golden Wonder winner was Mrs. Spears, so £5 for her too. The Golden Wonder crisp men are still down your way with crisp pound notes for you. So get some Golden Wonder crisps. And remember, Golden Wonder are the crispiest crisps.
Smiths are my favourite crisps.
Smiths are my favourite crisps.
Smiths are my favourite crisps.
Favourite?
Yes, flavour it. The new look Smiths are big on flavour. Cheese and onion, crispy bacon, and the big new flavour of salt and vinegar. What did you call them?
My favourite crisps.
Smiths make your favourite crisps.
Smiths are my favourite crisps.
Smiths are my favourite crisps.
Smiths are my favourite crisps.
Favourite?
Yes, flavour it. The new look Smiths are big on flavour. Cheese and onion, crispy bacon, and the big new flavour of salt and vinegar. What did you call them?
My favourite crisps.
Smiths make your favourite crisps.
Golden Wonder Peanuts! Golden Wonder Peanuts. Jungle Fresh.
These two men have accepted the Walker's challenge. They're eating one Walker's crisp each. How long can they resist the rest? Of course, tasty Walker's crisps with their just-cooked freshness are the greatest known challenge to any crisp resistor. They're running into difficulties. No. Yes, they've succumbed. Can you resist Walker's crisps once you've eaten one?
No, salt and vinegar. Cheese. Roast chicken. Smoky bacon. Cheese and onion.
All right, lad. What's all this then?
Well, with so many flavours, can you resist Walker's crisps?
Dithane 945 is the only potato fungicide with mancozeb. It stops blight more effectively on the leaf than any other fungicide. Here's an actual field test. This half of the field, treated with copper oxychloride, produced 13 tons of potatoes per acre. This half, treated with Dithane 945, produced over 20 tons per acre. For more and better potatoes in 1964, use Dithane 945.
Okay, as you are. Here it is, ICI number 2. Just right for spring corn. Now look, there's something really interesting about this fertilizer. It's a 211 compound coated with KOD. There you are, no dust. And no clogging either. It runs beautifully in a drill because every granule is coated with KOD. So why not make life easier for yourself and order ICI number 2 now.
Last year was a bad one for most of us. There was a lot of rain and a lot of leaching. So if you're growing spring cereals, you've got to put back into the land what the rain's taken out, nitrogen. All cereals need nitrogen. And whether they need a 2:1:1 ratio or extra phosphate and potash, ICI has got it. There's something in ICI's high nitrogen range to suit any soil condition and any crop. And if you use more nitrogen with the right balance of P and K, you'll get bigger yields, no matter what sort of weather we get.
ICI's high nitrogen fertilizers for more yield per field.
If you grow sugar beet, we have an idea that could make some money for you. The ICI beet group. Lead fertilizer is number 2. It's the right ratio, 2:1:1, in a very concentrated form to give you better beet. If you want to increase the sugar content per acre, try Beetrox. Beetrox is a sodium fertilizer, and it's approved by the British Sugar Corporation. Use it for sweeter beet. You can use our beet group together or separately. Either way, you can put your best beet forward. And chances are, you could increase your profit by up to £4 an acre, baby.
You know, you too can borrow the wonderful Fison's spreader from your local garden shop to take care of your lawn. We'll lend it to you free every time you buy Fison's lawn food.
Phenite fights blight, fast. Spraying potatoes with phenite is the next best thing to armor plate protection. Phenite is based on tin, proved the best base against blight. And you can see phenite working. The plants stay greener longer. Spray phenite and get armor plate protection. Phenite fights blight fast. Phenite from Fison's Pest Control.
Black bindweed. Knotgrass. Wild oats. Chickweed. Mayweed. Fat hen. We kill every cereal weed in the book.
You know, there's more than one way of abolishing weeds from your lawn. Fison's Evergreen 80 gets rid of them at the same time as you feed the grass. And you can borrow the spreader to put it down. So give yourself a rich green lawn without weeds with Fison's Evergreen 80.
Ba-boom.
Rolly, why is Fison's High End 52 so popular?
I use it on all my spring crops, and I wouldn't settle for less.
You've just got your winter wheat in, and you've used Fison's Low N55, the low nitrogen fertilizer for high yield. You're right to use Low N55. Next year, you'll see just how right.
A fine calf, one you'd be proud to sell for rearing. Soon he'll be sent across country on a long, crowded journey. Just the conditions, these, for the spread of salmonellosis. And if one calf is infected, he could spread disease to all these others. The result? Disaster. In 48 hours, one calf is dead, the whole batch infected. Utter waste. Waste that's becoming ever more frequent, yet that now need never happen. Here's the answer, Melavax, a new effective vaccine against salmonellosis developed at the Wellcome Laboratories following research by the Animal Health Trust, and now available to veterinary surgeons. All calves protected with Melavax get this special certificate. Before long, buyers will expect it with every calf they buy. So don't take chances with your calves. Have them protected from birth with Melavax.
Mastitis. We're on guard against it all the time, aren't we? The most effective safeguard I know against mastitis is to dip each teat in iodip after every milking. It's at the teat orifice where mastitis germs are most likely to survive, and iodip kills them. It helps prevent chapping and leaves a protective coating on the skin. And this month, with each gallon of iodip, you get a free sample of udder cream to help cure those chapped teats. Iodip from Delcinex.
Look, much better than last year's, and more of them. All done with the plant growth hormones in new Polyverdol. New Polyverdol really works. Grow the best with new Polyverdol.
Get away! Go on! Farmers, protect your sprouts from aphids as soon as you plant them. Use Dicyston granular insecticide. Contact your Baywood merchant and insist on Dicyston. Farmers, the best protection against potato blight is Antracol. Don't wait till the rot sets in. Contact your Baywood merchant and say, "Please, send some Antracol."
Wilkinson's sword. makers of the world's finest range of garden tools. Tools fashioned by craftsmen from fine steel, precision engineered to last a lifetime. Wilkinson saws make a wide range of quality garden tools, all expertly designed for their specific jobs, all made to the highest standards of quality. Look for Wilkinson Sword, the finest range of garden tools in the world.
If you want a lawnmower that starts easily,
A Victor does.
stores easily and cuts at a flick to the height you want,
A Victor does.
handles smoothly as a pram,
A Victor does.
cuts up to the edges and under the
A
bushes.
Victor does.
So get behind a Victor.
Spear & Jackson saws are fine Sheffield steel. For faster, easier cutting, saws that stay sharp longer have extra bite. Log saws, tenon saws, pruning saws, hack saws, hand saws, keyhole saws, and band saws. Spear & Jackson saws for all kinds of work. High-performance saws by Spear & Jackson. Beautifully balanced. Razor sharp. Superbly tempered. Fine saws by Spear & Jackson.
Spear & Jackson, tools to trust. Get hold of Spear & Jackson, tools to trust.
The Dutch have spent 200 years concentrating spring into the biggest blooming bulbs. Plant Dutch hyacinths now and undo all their blooming work.
Forget this is a television set. See it as flowers in your home, making it lovelier day by day. Flowers cost so little, but make so much difference. See how you miss them?
You can always dodge spring cleaning indoors, but not out here. Greened overland must be cleaned before drilling starts. Do it the quickest and easiest way with Gramoxone. In one go, Gramoxone kills off grasses and other weeds, yet is harmless in the soil. Forget deep cultivations and second ploughings. With Gramoxone, the tilth's on top, where it belongs. For spring cleaning before drilling, remember Gramoxone.
I'm with Mr. Banks, chairman of Law's Chemical Company, watching raw materials being unloaded. Mr. Banks, Law's have been making fertilizers now since 1841.
Yes, that's why we say Laws is the first name in fertilizers.
All that experience, and the fact that you're a successful farmer yourself, suggests that you must know as much as anyone about the needs of the farming community.
Farmers are independent people, and we are an independent company. We take a personal interest in all his problems. The farmer is not just a number to us.
Proof of the personal interest you take in the individual farmer is your free advisory service. There's a special Law's compound for every crop. Presumably, it's the job of your technical staff to work out with the farmer which fertilizer is the best for his land.
Yes, they work from soil analysis, their local knowledge and that of our merchants to choose the best compound for the job.
Ask your merchant about laws. Get the best compound for your crop and reap the benefit.
Wireworm in potatoes can ruin your potato crop. So if you're troubled with wireworm, then you need Aldrex 30. Amazing stuff, Aldrex. Spray it just once before planting, and that's your wireworm problem dealt with. Economical too, and it doesn't taint the crop. Good insurance, Aldrex. Takes the wireworm worry right off your shoulders. Worth a few hours spraying just for the peace of mind. Aldrex 30, Shell Star's protection against wireworm in potatoes.
Well, that's my potatoes finished with now till I lift them. One spray of Linearon 50 shortly after planting keeps potatoes weed-free till harvest. This cuts out harmful cultivations, leaving tubers undamaged, valuable heat and moisture in the ground, and most of the frost out. As a result, the crop matures more quickly, and earlies are up to 10 days earlier. Doing away with cultivations certainly saves time and money. Linearon 50, Shell Star's answer to weed-free potatoes.
Go electric. Go electric with Sunbeam, the finest shearing machinery made. Just a flick of the switch and you've got full instant power, all the way to the famous EB Special handpiece. Sunbeam technical advances make it the world's most reliable, trouble-free gear. You get constant handpiece speed, and that means smoother, easier shearing. There's a Sunbeam model for every property. Vertical, horizontal, or the new farm model specially developed for small properties. So go electric with Sunbeam. See your local Sunbeam Rural Division agent now. As an expert on wool, I recommend the Sunbeam Lever-Matic, the top quality wool press with 3 big features that put it way ahead of anything you've seen or used before. 1, the exclusive ratchet mechanism takes the hard work out of pressing. 2, only Sunbeam Lever-Matic has this pivoted monkey and ram assembly. No effort, it swings clear for easy filling, swings back for pressing. 3, a center ram that equalizes pressure on the fleece, worked by a lever that allows tremendous pressure to bear on the wool with minimum effort by the operator. And here's the bale a Lever-Matic turns out. Ever seen a better looking bale? Get the full details on Lever-Matic, the all-steel wool press, at your local Sunbeam Rural Division agent now.
Katie, look what Buy 2 12-cube OXO packets this week and you get a free food container. You just can't have too many. Get yours free with OXO.
trillionaire like me. Such a lot of fruity flavors and such fruity flavors. Come and be a trillionaire like us.
Cadbury's Trillions. Scrumptious new sugar fruits in lots of real fruit flavors.
Come and be a trillionaire like them.
Like them? I love them.
Come and be a trillionaire.
Like me.
Cadbury's Trillions. Scrumptious new sugar fruits in lots of real fruit flavors.
Come and be a trillionaire.
Like us.
Cadbury's Trillions.
He's got millions. She's got billions. But we've got trillions.
Come and be a trillionaire.
Like me.
Come and be a trillionaire.
Like me.
Such a lot of fruity flavors and such fruity flavors. Come and be a trillionaire.
Like us.
Cadbury's Trillions. Scrumptious new sugar fruits in lots of real fruit flavors.
Come and be a trillionaire. Like them.
Like them? I love them.
In a crazy world where people do the oddest things, how refreshing to be a simple nutcase. A fruit and nutcase, a Cadbury's fruit and nutcase. Those wholesome nuts, those sane and succulent raisins, that deliciously well-integrated Cadbury's chocolate. In a crazy world, how sensible to be a Cadbury's fruit and nutcase. A Cadbury's fruit and nutcase, a Cadbury's fruit and... In a crazy world where people do the oddest things, how refreshing to be a simple nutcase. A fruit and nutcase, a Cadbury's fruit and nutcase. Those wholesome nuts, those sane and succulent raisins, that deliciously well-integrated Cadbury's chocolate. In a crazy world, how sensible to be a Cadbury's fruit and nutcase. A Cadbury's fruit and nutcase, a Cadbury's fruit and nutcase. In a crazy world where people do the oddest things, how refreshing to be a simple nutcase. A fruit and nutcase, a Cadbury's fruit and nutcase. Those wholesome nuts, those sane and succulent raisins, that deliciously well-balanced Cadbury's chocolate. In a crazy world, how sensible to be a Cadbury's fruit and nutcase. Are you a Cadbury's fruit and nutcase? In a crazy world where people do the oddest things, how refreshing to be a simple nutcase. A fruit and nutcase, a Cadbury's fruit and nutcase. Those wholesome nuts, those sane and succulent raisins, that deliciously well-integrated Cadbury's chocolate. In a crazy world, how sensible to be a Cadbury's fruit and nutcase. A Cadbury's fruit and nutcase, a Cadbury's fruit and nutcase. In a crazy world where people do the oddest things, how refreshing to be a simple nutcase. A fruit and nutcase, a Cadbury's fruit and nutcase. Those wholesome nuts, those sane and succulent raisins, that deliciously well-integrated Cadbury's chocolate. In a crazy world, how sensible to be a Cadbury's fruit and nutcase. A Cadbury's fruit and nutcase, a Cadbury's fruit and nutcase. In a crazy world where people do the oddest things, how refreshing to be a simple nutcase. A fruit and nutcase, a Cadbury's fruit and nutcase. Those wholesome nuts, those sane and succulent raisins, that deliciously well-integrated Cadbury's chocolate. In a crazy world, how sensible to be a Cadbury's fruit and nutcase. A Cadbury's fruit and nutcase, a Cadbury's fruit and nutcase.
Now, here's a very desirable property, fruit and nut, built, of course, by Cadbury's. Only Cadbury's give you all the latest luxury fittings. Built-in nuts, specially imported from the continent, fitted Californian raisins, and, of course, Cadbury's chocolate. All in very good taste. The entire block is the best we've had on our books for years. And the price, madam? No deposit, just 1 shilling down, and you can take possession right away.
Are you a Cadbury's fruit and nut case?
Proceeding down the high street at 3:06 p.m, I investigated a fruit and nut bar at Charlie Jones's sweet shop. Forcing the outer ramp, I broke into the chocolate. The first bite confirmed my suspicion. Nobody else could do a job like that. Nuts, raisins, chocolate, the work of a mastermind. Cadbury's. Cadbury's fruit and nut. Keep your eyes open for it. And mine, there you go.
Are you a Cadbury's fruit and nut case?
If you want a bulb to be safe, you've got to make it tough. The Osram filter light is tough.
What's my name?
It's all in the game. New week-by-week sports encyclopedia. Negro athletes. Do they run for their country or for their colour? Is it sport or is it war? It's all in the game. New week-by-week sports encyclopedia. Take the edge, the needle out of a game, and what happens? When does sport turn into just entertainment? It's all in the game. New week-by-week sports encyclopedia. Palmer, the 18th, the Thunderbird, thousands of dollars riding on this putt. It's all in the game. New week-by-week sports encyclopedia. (1954), Bannister breaks the 4-minute mile. Where will it stop? 3:40, 3:30, 3:20? It's all in the game. New week-by-week sports encyclopedia. Oh, Devon locked down. Remember? But what race? What year? What went on to win? It's all in the game. New week-by-week sports encyclopedia.
The fertilization of the human egg. This is one of 7 subjects in part 1 of the new programmed encyclopedia, Mind Alive. Each weekly part builds into a complete encyclopedia that's programmed to help you learn easily. Read it. Then this free learning program deals with questions like, how does the egg develop into the embryo? Why will it be a boy, not a girl? If you and your children want to know more about life, start getting more from Mind Alive tomorrow.
The amateur ideal in rugby. But is it holding the sport back? It's all in the game. New week-by-week sports encyclopedia.